You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
Last time I checked, you're located in the Houston region, right? The Houston region now in the broader Houston area, correct?
Greater Houston.
Greater Houston. Well, there has sort of been a plot behind the scenes by the WNBA higher-ups. They would love to see the return of the Houston Comets. They'd love to see it. Now, let me ask you a question because I got thinking about this. Can you think of any one area that would love to look out on a floor? They're playing where the Houston Rockets are playing. You look out on the floor and Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark's playing for the Houston Comets.
That'd be interesting, man. I don't think people remember this, man. When the Comets first started, because remember, they won the first 4 WNBA championships. There was actually butts and seats.
Right.
People showed up to those games.
Right. And the Houston owner has already got a pretty good reputation with players and across the. That's why they're trying to get a team there. Is the NBA really likes what it is he's done. And man, I got to tell you, they're trying to get the Connecticut Sun in Houston right now. Yeah. Houston Rockets is in substantive talks with the Connecticut Sun over a potential purchase and relocation of the WNBA franchise. Sources told ESPN this week. The discussions have been described as, quote, positive, and the Rockets ownership has improved its offer to a number the Sun might find acceptable. A source close to the situation said. The source said that while a formal offer has been discussed, the parties have not signed an exclusivity agreement, and there has not been a decision on the future of the franchise. The WNBA has previously indicated strong interest in returning to Houston. At the league's 3-team expansion announcement in June, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert specifically highlighted Houston and Rockets owner Tillman Fertitta as, quote, up next, and, quote, the one we have to keep our eye on. The Sun had been owned by the Mohegan tribe since 2003 when they bought and relocated the franchise from Orlando, Florida to Connecticut. A sale to Rockets ownership would mark the latest example of the WNBA moving towards having more teams with NBA owners. See, there are 2 teams, I believe, in the entire league that does not have NBA ownership, and the Sun are one of them. Okay. I don't know if Ben is still in the chat, but he might be able to tell me the other one because I can't think of the other team right off the bat. Maybe it's Seattle. I mean, there's not an NBA team in Seattle, is there?
No,
it should be.
Because the NBA is talking about expanding too. They're talking about Seattle's on the table.
Yeah.
By the way,
you're right. Seattle draws real well up there too. Their WNBA team. The Sun launched a process to explore investment options over a year ago, initially seeking to access opportunities, a limited partnership sale that would help fund infrastructure build. Earlier this year, Houston was among the groups that expressed interest in buying the Sun outright, eventually raising its offer to $250 million. The amount that Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia paid in its expansion fee earlier this year. In early July, Sun ownership reached a deal to sell the team for a record $325 million to a group led by former Celtics minority owner Steve Pagaluka. That would have moved the franchise to Boston. The WNBA blocked the deal from progressing, holding firm that, quote, relocation decisions are made by the WNBA board of owners. The owners, I'm not saying governors, I'm not doing it. and not by individual teams that cities have already gone through the expansion process have priority over Boston. The WNBA then offered to buy the Sun for $250 million. So the league offered to buy. In case you're wondering, the Comets won 4 titles.
They won the first 4.
97 through 2000. Wow. What do you think, John? I mean, okay. Jim's saying it's the Atlanta Dream. Makes sense. They brag about selling out their arena. They got a 4,200 seat arena.
Toyota Center is like 20,000 or something like that when the Rockets play. Yeah, but if you also remember, man, when the Comets were started, they were owned by the Rockets owner Leslie Alexander, who's not the owner anymore. Remember, he was just coming off 2 back-to-back NBA titles.
Right.
Then he bought the expansion team, and then bam, 4 straight WNBA titles, and then he sold the team to I think the guy's name was Hilton, the local furniture businessman. Everything just fell apart after that.
Yeah, well, that tells you he didn't have the money to withstand. You know,
now Tim Fertitta, he got the money.
Yeah, plenty of money.
He's a great businessman. He owns all the Landry's restaurants, everything. Now, he's probably not directly involved in this because, he's the ambassador to Italy in the Trump administration. So I believe his family are going to have more direct involvement in this than him.
Fertitta, well, he was sniffing around this Sun franchise before Trump got elected.
Yeah.
So that was that wheel was already starting to run in motion. By the way, him and Trump are tied.
Yeah, they are.
That would make for some very interesting. I want to collect the popcorn for those dynamics entering the WNBA. I want to see that and the reaction to the players in the league, because I'm sorry, just like we're seeing with Project B, them players would be like, damn, Houston is kicking ass down there. They'd sign in Houston in a minute. You find out real fast. Nothing to see here. I'm going to Houston. Wait a minute. What about your politics? Question mark. What would happen there?
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
That's what I mean.
Money too. The only colour that matters is the colour green. The greenbacks. That's the only thing that matters.
That's a hell of an interesting dynamic. If a dude buys a WNBA team that's that tight, which that's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Would really probably trigger some of the woke WNBA players if Tim Fertitta says, all right, remember the Rockets were for sale. Mattress Mac wanted to buy the Rockets. Mattress Mac, man, he ain't woke. He's pro-American. Yeah. And that'll be something that this probably never happened though. If Tim Fertitta says, all right, Mattress Mac, you buy a little bit of a stake in the new Houston Comets, and you run marketing. You be the face of the franchise. They'll be triggered.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Because Mattress Mac, man, he's actively politically in Houston, in the area. He supports nothing but Republicans, with the exception of John Whitmire, who's the mayor of Houston, because he's not a far leftist. So that would probably trigger some woke WNBA players.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Natasha Cloud, we need a comment from you, please. Can we get Can we get a comment from Brittney Griner? Just wondering. That would be funny.
Would you say that Brittney Griner would be too stoned to do anything about it? She likes Mary Jane.
Yeah, I don't know that. I haven't heard. Now, she hasn't announced her retirement.
No, but she's from Houston.
Oh, that's right, because she played at Baylor.
Yeah,
but she grew up in Houston.
Yeah. Well, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.